Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game he understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters, but he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Quick give. It's Jackson. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. From the gun, it's Coleman Williams. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
As Holly mentioned earlier, this home crowd can create a huge advantage. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. 4th down, Carr. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Hits inside, it's Williams. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big
pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Carr. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. It's caught. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Needs it. He didn't make it. He needed one, and he's going to lose one instead.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset, and he's the guy who just made the big play.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your...
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those return skills, but he gives his offense the ball at the 29. Making the adjustment on the play. Here's Carr to throw. Left side is Flanagan. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. The give is to Williams. Makes him talk to the hand. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves. And they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game. And let's just get him into a win.
Notre Dame right back to the line. The RPO got it. And he got it so close to that 1st down marker, but they still have a little work to do. It'll be 4th down. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the 2nd quarter. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Plowing ahead on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Play fake, Carr. Right side, it's Washington. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Carr above the noise. It's caught downfield. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. In the red area, it's Mobley. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They took it 71 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Say it. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I tell you what, those slant routes, they're timing routes, and those are really hard to get your hand on the football. Nice job by the defender seeing it, reacting to it, and getting his mitten there to knock it down.
Wants to throw. It's saying, look out! And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
The corners are walked up tight. Zayn on the play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on 3rd and long, because the defense is not worried about you.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. 4th down, say it. Running through contact. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Say it. Throws to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Play fake, say it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Rush right in his face. Finds a man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
That's a nice completion. I know you don't get the 1st down, and you're obviously set up in field goal range here down in the red zone, but because you've got 4th and short now, you may decide to go for this if you're on offense.
Fires into the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Buckeye! The extra point here would tie the game. And he made the extra point without problem. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Mobley. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Carr on play action. He rifles one deep to the left. He's got it for a big play. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. The run inside. It's Young.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, Get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Turns it upfield. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Grabs it. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Irish. Ready to try the point after. Oh, do you just hate to see it? Blew the extra point.
Number 35, set to advance on the football.
On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Sayin to throw. Under pressure. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Taking it the other way. Past the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. The defense takes matters into its own hands. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. The Buckeyes will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the return, it's Porter. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Throwing, Carr. Still looking to his right. Lets it fly. Hauls it in. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. On 1st down, here comes this offense. On the move. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at 40.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just
makes the catch, and he's free. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Out wide right, it's Young. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41? The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Straight ahead, it's Young. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Carr. Reels it in. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. Notre Dame comes to the line. That last completion giving them a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
Play action, Carr. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Here's the return from inside his 10. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Gets it out to the 33 before he goes out of bounds. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Throw it, say it. Unloads to the wideout. And his throw is incomplete.
And man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Saying to throw for it on 4th. Going for the big play. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Here's Carr to throw. On the run, fires downfield. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Into the end zone. Touchdown, fighting up. South Bend, Indiana. It's the LSU Tigers and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in South Bend, this is one of the most revered college campuses and college football shrines. You know, touchdown Jesus, all of the excitement at Notre Dame Stadium. You hear the echoes of the Irish every time you step on the field. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Notre Dame lining up to kick off and get this one started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. Breaks into the open. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Sells to run, looking to pass. Moving to his left. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Selling the fake. Rolls right. Fires to the wideout. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense, and you're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll run him again. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
They've got a 3rd down and manageable from right around midfield. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39.
And, man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Here's Caden Durham to begin the drive. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball. And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Out wide left, it's Green. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Got to make the play on 4. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Running inside, it's Barry. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Turns up, it's Watkins. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle from us.
Moving the pocket, it's Levin. They're all over him. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. The 20. He's at the 10. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Irish. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Tries to do it himself. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it. football. Notre Dame Stadium in South Bend, Indiana. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with Oklahoma's head coach before the game. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And he's not going to take the touchback. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Right side, it's Porter. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quick give. It's Danzy. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Here comes the hurry up.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Back to pass. It's Carr. Hauls it in. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The give is to Williams. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
On second down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to third down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the first down on second down. We don't need third downs.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. There he goes, the 20. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
At the 9-yard line. First and goal.
And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Driving forward, it's Walton. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, they made a statement.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Austin Mack. Throwing right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this, you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
Well, that was a big third down to get for the offense because their defense is gassed after that last drive, and they could not afford to fail and have to punt and put their defense back out on the field. So I know that wasn't a home run touchdown, but it's fine. You got the first down, and now your defense is breathing a little bit easier on the side.
Second and long here. Mack. Rushes on. Got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. How aggressive might this play call be on third and short from the 46? Powers inside. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Back to pass. It's Mack. Oh, pressure's coming. And the incomplete pass will wrap up the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to go up top on second down. He's got it. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Throwing, Mack. Going for 6. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. Inside the 50. The 30. The 20. The 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Got loose, made the big play, and took it down to the 31. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Austin Mack throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. To throw, it's Mack. Touchdown, Alabama! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Perez. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. From the gun, it's Mobley. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Keep it on the ground. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
At the 31, good enough for 1st down.
They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on 1st down, 1st and 10. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Gain of 19.
He's starting to get in touch with his inner Joe Montana as the Irish are moving the ball up top.
And I think that's always the question with the Irish every year is who's going to play quarterback. We know their brand and we know who they are, but are they going to get ballers at that position? Are they going to get a great Ian Book, a great Brady Quinn? That's the next step. And if they find that guy, Notre Dame can do everything they want to do and be great in college football.
Now on first down from the 40. Play action, C.J. Carr. Buying time to his right. Zings it complete to the right. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Going to the run, it's Coleman Williams. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. He could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Play fake, Carr. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the QB has had a nice drive, and this offense has been throwing the football all over the yard. You want to stop that? Get pressure on him. Nice job getting to the quarterback effectively, and even better, getting him on the ground.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Mack. Look out. He's got an open man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Defense in press coverage. Dropping back, it's Mack. Throws to the tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. The snap wants to throw to start this drive. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. At the 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Bama! A pick six.
And this is always the fine line as an offense, man. You want to be aggressive. You want to go get more points right before the half. But you can't be careless. You can't make mistakes. And, man, Palmer, that's a big mistake that goes all the way back the other direction.
And give the defense credit, too, because in that 2-minute situation, they're expecting pass. Everybody's got to be on guard. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. He was able to jump the throw. Now he's taking it the distance. He's building the lead for his team. They've got so much momentum now heading into halftime.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Throwing, Carr. Unloads to the right. Makes the catch. It's Porter. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Got his man to the left. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Notre Dame will now use its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Fresh set of downs going up top. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's some daylight. Got enough for the first down. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Drops back on first down. He's looking deep. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. Looking for blockers. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing, Mack. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Wide open downfield. Oh, he found a space on the right. The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. That one will give them the lead. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the third quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Quarterback changing the play. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Carr on play action. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Hits inside. It's Mobley. Oh, it's a fumble. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
6-yard pickup on first down, leaves them with 2nd and 4. They give it back to him. Turning it on! He's at the 40. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
That's his 2nd sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him, let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing me.
Play action, Carr. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, how about the offense, man? You run a little play action. I can just tell you, 3rd and long, as a pass rusher, I'm going to get the quarterback. I don't care about the play action. I'm not biting on it, and neither did the defense.
Punt is on its way. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Austin Mack. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. With the catch, it's Edwards. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air, it's Mack. Catch in the middle, it's Rodgers. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Alabama hit him with a big pass play. Will they keep slinging it? We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Mack. Stepping to the right. Looking down the middle. Got his man downfield. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
You got to love how they just continue to do what they do. It's the 4th quarter. You got a lead. There's no reason to get conservative. We're a passing offense. Great job on first down. Better job on second down. This offense continuing to stay in a rhythm.
They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Into the end zone for 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. And he's going to bring this one out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Time is running short. They've let this game get away from them a little bit. They must get something done here to have a chance to pull it out late. That pass is incomplete.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Now here's Carr. Throws to the wideout. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
And the defense is kind of smiling about that one, right? The receiver got a chance.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Fourth down, Carr. Right down the middle. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on 4th down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
It's complete. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown Tide.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the connection.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
And you got to find a matchup. Like, what is the matchup out wide that you would go with? 4 verts, I get it, but they're playing deep. They're understanding that they got a lead. They can play with a cushion. We just need a guy to win a one-on-one battle. Who is our guy that we can pick to make a play down the field?
To the air again, Carr. Fires to the right. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. Carr to throw for it on 4th. Incomplete, and that'll... Turnover on downs.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. Fourth quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Got some room headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. Throwing, Mack. Lets it fly. Incomplete. He was looking for the score there.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And this defense has got to be...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
You know, there are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on 4th down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with a W? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. You got to be honest, I like it.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, trailing this much in the 4th quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
At the 28. First down for the offense.
Throwing. Carr fires to the wideout. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got some room to run. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Left side is Rodgers. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber. Boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when